Welcome to Quest Givers, I'm the DMG and this is DM Scotty. In this video it's all about character creation and we're going to talk about generally all across RPGs.
If you're looking for adventure, grab the modules each month to support the channel and play the campaign with your gaming group. You're sure to get hooked on adventure.
The character creation process is fundamental to the beginning of pretty much every role-playing game. You either get a pre-gen, so the dungeon master, game master, or flame tender, or whatever they are, has created the character for you, and then you play the game, or you actually are involved in the creation process. It's fundamental. It's one of the key components to basically every single role-playing game. I don't think I've found a role-playing game that doesn't have a character creation process. I'm sure there are. If there are, just whack them in the comment section below. But starting out, what do you feel is the fundamentals of character creation?
Yeah, and I think the most important thing of character creation is to make a character that you want to play.
Yeah.
Right? I know some people can be pressured into making certain character classes, like, oh, we need a cleric. Please be a cleric.
We've all got the characters we want, but you need to be the cleric.
Right, exactly. And that seems unfair. But if you, and it is, but if you have to do that, try to, at least work with the game master, try to get a character that you can play with, because you don't want to be sitting there, I don't want to play this character. That's the thing you want to avoid with character creation. Don't feel pressured into making a character that you're not going to have fun playing. And
I tend to, in games, avoid trying to balance out the party. If you're going to play, if everyone wants to play a wizard, let everyone play a wizard. The unbalanced games, to me, are the most interesting games because there's a lot more problems you have to solve, and the more problems you have to solve, the more interesting the thing is. But everyone, again, has to be on board. If you check out the session 0, everyone has to be on board with doing that, because otherwise, it'll just devolve into chaos. But yeah, picking a character you want to play is super important. So that plays into the sort of psychology of the character that you want to imbue. So, what kind of person is this character is probably the second most important step. Like, how are you going to approach actually, being this person in the game?
Right, and some people like to play the same character. Bob 1, Bob 2, Bob 3. And, that's fine. If that's what you're comfortable with, go with that. But
I'm one of those guys.
Other players like to really change. I like to really change it up and be, good characters, jerk characters, and this kind of thing. But, whatever the characters your player's comfortable with, that's what you want to encourage them to do.
And if a player sort of takes a step out of their comfort zone, you as the GM should really reward anything that they do where they've actually, like, they're trying to change the way they do things. So if you're like me and you do a Bob 1, Bob 2, Bob 3, and suddenly you do a Sally 1, that would be a big step for me. It's no longer a dwarf thief, So, if I was now all of a sudden sort of an elf wizard, that would be very different for me. And the GM, if they were rewarding me for doing that sort of in-character stuff, that will help me to sort of break out of that shell more often, I think.
Right. And the stats are always a thing in building characters. So I think, as a game master or as a DM, you want to have a fair system for making characters. You don't want, it can be rough with someone's like barely viable character in game terms. They might be viable totally in role playing terms, and that's fine. But if they're not viable in game terms, some people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They want to be at least kind of the same power level.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. If you're using wildly variable, and your group is good with the wildly variable dice, then they're going to get stuck with certain characters that may be really good or really bad stat-wise.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind for your game system, who you're playing with, and, their tastes, essentially.
Sometimes what I've played is, you obviously in the old school system was you roll 3d6 straight down the line. If you're hardcore old school, that's how you roll a character in D&D. But I've found sometimes it's better to start with a generic character that has no bonuses in anything, and it's just 10 straight down the line. So he gets 0 in bonuses. So then it's all pure rolls that are not adjusted. And then the character may only be adjusted up and down by their racial stats. But I've played a few games like that. I thoroughly enjoyed that because, then everyone's at the same sort of thing. There are obviously people who are going to completely disagree with me, and that's what the argument section is for. But yeah, and I developed 7D system along that line. Everybody starts level, and then you kind of get bonuses for the type of character you're wanting to play. So that's a little my game design. So yeah, look, I mean, character creation, again, vital to the beginning of the game. It's not something that really is done in any other type of game. But going from that, the little embellishments that you can bring to the table as a player, sort of, if you are playing the Wizards and you're going to be in a long campaign, why don't you go out and buy them spell cards? Get the spell cards for your character. Don't rely on the DM to supply everything. If you're going to play in like a year-long campaign, you're going to be coming like every month, bring the spell cards, speed up the game a bit. Don't be sitting there, paging through and not learning your spells. Learning as in not learning in the game, but actually finding out what your spells actually do. That's your out-of-game thing, so find that sort of stuff as you progress, and find out what's going to be happening to your character as it progresses through, so that you can actually find out, when it comes time to level, you already know what's coming next.
Right. And I think, too, you want to, D&D has an alignment system, not all of us do, but you kind of figure out, you think of a character maybe, and you think of what your character's modeled after, right? Oh, I'm modeled after, Ivanhoe, or I might model after somebody else, villain maybe. But you want to make sure that your group, when you make a character, that you're not breaking the game, essentially, right? You want to make sure that it's okay with everybody in the game. And I know I've talked about this before, but I have an evil character in my main campaign, and he needs the party to get to what he's doing, so he can't keep sabotaging the group, right? Because he won't get to his goal. So he's helped them, and they've helped him. And they know that there's something shady about this character. They figured it out at this point. But, they need each other. So if you can work out something like that and have an evil character in a good group, then that can work. So don't have, one half of the group working against the other half of the group. It's going to have bad feelings in the game and that kind of thing. So talk about that. We talked about session 0. So talk about that at session 0, like what kind of characters, as far as like their temperament and how they're going to work together. Because even if they're different types of alignments or views in the world, they should be able to work together as a group for a common goal, even if their goals are different, right?
I feel personally that alignment is something that's falling out of favor anyway.
I think so too.
I would hazard a guess in the 6th edition of D&D they'll probably remove alignment entirely.
I could see that.
It's the most contentious sort of thing. But the way I've always played is, if you're an evil character hides their evilness because most of the world is good and lawful. And you've got lawful evil and chaotic evil. These people don't walk around, I'm evil, kill people in the street. It doesn't work that way. They would be hiding the fact that they're evil, and they would be pretending to be good in most circumstances in order to get one up with their evil intent. And that's how you should be playing an evil character.
Right.
Play good, what you're doing bad things in the background that no one can see.
Right, you deceive society, deceive the other characters. Exactly.
Deception is an incredibly important component of being evil.
Right.
Trust me. So yeah, look, that fantastic video you found in your basement.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, we got more Two Grumpy Wizards guys.
Jeez, these guys. Well, they did an episode on this that Scotty's like gone through all the ones he has, and he borrowed. Was it from your neighbor? You had the other one.
Yeah.
So we've kind of put together a compilation of things, and we're trying to find what we're talking about. They had a thing, so we'll show what we found.
All right, let's get to it.
When they do like character creation, Oh, Jesus.
Didn't we get a letter?
Oh, yeah, we got a letter.
That bloody damn monkey.
Damn MailChimp.
Damn monkey. Okay.
Hey, we should...
At least this kid's got class.
Hey, we should do something about... Oh, money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kid's got class.
Remember, we came up with MailChimp, so if anybody in the future, if you try to use MailChimp, we came up with it first.
That's right.
Send us $50.
We've seen the future.
All right, let's see here.
It's made of money.
Put it in this box here. All right.
Okay.
All right, I got the money. You can read the letter now.
All right. Okay.
All right.
It's all secure.
Yeah, all good. All
All
good.
secure with my drive.
All good. All good. Oh, what's your hat? Get back on there.
Get your hat on there, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So, little Jimmy
Yeah.
says, I've done a lot of tabletop character creation.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not on, bro. Let the kid walk. Why is he walking? Jimmy, I think you got style. Your handwriting's pretty damn good, kid. You could be some kind of tabletop engineer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we came up with that name first.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you start selling t-shirts.
Anybody takes that name, Tabletop Engineer,
Yeah.
send us $50.
That's right. Meat is expensive.
It is. Sure
Don't you
the hell
feel
is.
the need? The need
For mead!
That's why we are internationally recognized,
Yes.
award-winning, government-chosen, sponsored cable access show.
Right.
That's right. We have no association with anybody dumb.
We're the children's favorite.
That's right. The kiddies love us. Their mobs even more.
All right, what's the damn letter say?
Okay.
You're farting around.
I said he wanted to become some kind of character creation guy. That's why we did. I don't know. Okay, well let's write a response.
Okay.
Wait. Drop the stripper pole.
Damn it. Quit dropping the stripper pole.
Ah.
Can't trust you with anything.
No. Oh, yeah. It's getting hot in here. Getting all this bling. Oh, yeah, okay. Where's my quill? All right. Still gonna hold this thing and do this thing. All right, okay. What was that f***ing kid's name? Jimmy!
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy. Let's kick ass, bro.
All right.
Okay. Little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Dear asshole. Why are you asking us so f***ing stupid questions? Go back to school and learn. Hey, the stripper pole still has the 99-cent price tag on it. Someone in the makeup department f***ed up.
Now.
Now, back to the letter. Okay, we've got Jimmy, we've got asshole.
You don't need no character backstory.
You don't.
Character goes in the dungeon, a block falls on him, he dies.
And then he dies. Wizards.
Then you spent 2 hours making a character backstory, and your character's dead. And you just gotta make another character.
That's right.
So make 6 characters at once.
Well,
Get-
I'll put
say
that
all
in. That's
their-
a good one.
All the characters, their parents were killed by orcs or goblins. You're good to go. What more do you need?
Remember, by state mandate, we're not allowed to talk about the goblins.
Oh, the goblins, right? The goblin episode 63. I'm sorry, we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, strike that from the video.
Edit that out, Phil.
We can't talk about the goblin episode.
Okay. Lots of love to your mom. Wizards. Oh, shit.
We give that.
This paper's getting stronger.
We give that one bony frog.
One bony frog.
Yeah, that's about worth one bony frog.
All right, you send that to MailChimp.
All right, MailChimp. All right, MailChimp, get it.
Put a little something extra in there for
Oh,
your mom.
MailChimp, ow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. These guys, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, as we said, there's people doing a documentary on them at the moment. So they've graciously allowed us to to share some of their background footage.
Yeah.
This is a clip from the upcoming Two Grumpy Wizards WTF documentary. This is going to be funny.
Aren't they going to start releasing these episodes actually on YouTube?
Yeah, I think the production company that's making the documentary is actually uploading all these things that they've found. We've been contributing from Scotty's, because they because they found us on YouTube, they want to do a collaboration and everything. So we've helped them out with giving them some of this footage. You should be able to find it on Two Grumpy Wizards. And there is a website.
Oh, what? There is?
There is a website apparently. Apparently they
did a website years ago. Is it still up?
It's from like
what?
It was probably
Really?
one of the first websites.
I didn't see that.
It's probably one of the first websites ever put up. These guys were such scam artists that like anything new, they were just trying to get money from
$50.
$50. So here's a snippet from that.
We've heard of the infamous episode number 63. It was the Goblin episode.
The Goblin.
We heard
They're gobbling up my money, I'll tell you that. That's all I can say.
We heard that it was banned by the FCC and was never allowed to be taught.
The Goblins are a band? Was that the record I had back in '69? That sounds like the same group, the Goblins. Was that? How many people were in that group?
It was an episode with the Wizards.
Oh, the Wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys you're talking.
Yeah.
That's what this interview's about, right? Okay, all right.
They had something with the Goblin. We don't know. We've only found one shot from the show. The rest has been banned and never allowed to be shown again. Do you know anything about that?
I can't talk about that. I can't say anything about that. This is getting into really, deep stuff here, and it's way beyond what you guys wouldn't even believe. You wouldn't believe what's going on. And it's embarrassing for me to talk about, is all I can say. And I got to leave it right there.
So you can't tell us any more about the Goblin episode?
Nah. Just that somebody said I shouldn't see it.
You don't have any idea where these two wizards are.
No. I want nothing to do with those guys. But they do owe me money, so if you guys find these guys, you give me a call.
How much do they owe you?
You're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
Yeah, $50.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think I believe
it. Well, that's it for Quest Givers. Thank you for joining us. You can check out our website, questgivers.com, where we sell modules that help financially support the making of this channel so that we can sit in the same room and shake hands. This is a great honor for me to actually be here in the room.
This is where all the magic happens.
This is where all the magic happens. So join us again next week, Friday, for a new Quest Givers video.
See you all next time.